So as always, your comfortable seated position can be whatever works best for you as we get started. And same as I've offered the last couple of classes, we will start with just our couple of initial ranges of motion. But if you're someone who likes to start with a cat-cow or a child's pose to Cobra, I want to invite you to also begin over at hands and knees or somewhere that's a little bit more comfortable to get into that. And we are just going to get started as usual with our scan of the body. So starting from the top of the head and moving down to the tips of the toes. As you take that scan, as always, it's without any judgment, just noticing how you're feeling this evening, noticing what's going on, where those places of tension might be, where those spaces that feel particularly good might be. And as you find those spaces, as you complete that scan, I want to invite you to find any initial range of motion that will work for you to get your practice started off on the right foot. So whether you're seated and you find spinal twist, lateral stretch, or roll the shoulders or the head of the neck, maybe you take the legs out long in front and forward. Or like I said, if you're someone who prefers a cat cow, a child's pose to cobra, a downward facing dog for the lower body, we'll take about 4 more nice deep breaths in any of those initial ranges of motion or poses, just to kind of get started and move in a way that best suits you and your version of our practice this evening. Kindly ignore all of my joints creaking as I make my way down to the floor. Go ahead and take 2 more nice deep breaths, finishing out those ranges of motion and just bringing it back to center, back to that comfortable seated. And we will start with just a couple of initial ranges of motion so we can get moving. We don't run out of time for the flow that I have ready to go for us. Making your way back to that comfortable seated position from wherever you may have been. As always, it can be with the legs crossed or the legs out long. And we'll start with our spinal twist to get moving this evening. If you're someone that likes to take the arms up overhead, as we inhale, you can take them out and up. As we exhale, we're turning the shoulders towards that first side. That opposite side arm comes to the outside of the leg. Same side hand comes around behind the back. From here, go ahead and just start moving a piece that works best for you. Those inhales can pull you through center and exhales to either side. As always, if you like a little bit of a hold in either direction, feel free to find that. And if the arms feel good going up long as you come to your center, feel free to find that, or you can just keep them nice and low and bring it side to side without lifting the arms up overhead. Fabulous. Finding once more in each direction, and 2 more nice deep breaths. As always, if you need that third change of direction to even out, feel free to find that. And when you finish that final direction, that next inhale brings you back to center. And if you're leading with those arms, that exhale circles down and around. Take your time finishing that out. We're going to go right into a roll of the head and the neck as soon as you finish. So that next inhale finds your long spine. Your exhale drops the chin to the chest. And then we'll just roll the head nice and easy side to side, right ear towards the right shoulder. You can always open those fingertips towards the floor to intensify a little bit. Exhale through center and then inhale in that other direction. Once again, just moving side to side at a pace that feels good, at a depth that feels good. So if you prefer to keep your head kind of down, feel free to do that. If you want a little bit more intensity, you can always look up towards that opposite corner. Good, once more in each direction. That next exhale drops the chin back to the chest, and then that inhale lifts that head back up nice and long at center. All right, moving right along, we're just going to move to the shoulders next. We've got a little bit of work in our downward facing dog out to a plank or a half mountain climber. So we'll just find some nice shoulder circles to get them ready to go and warmed up. Choosing a direction, either direction is fabulous. As always, we will switch at halfway, taking a couple of nice big circles up towards the ears, and then down and around. We'll take 2 more circles in that first direction, And then switch it up. Same thing other way. A couple nice circles, other direction. Good. Take 2 more circles in that second direction. And then release those shoulders nice and low away from the ears. Our final seated warm up, as always, will be our lateral stretches. Next big inhale takes those arms out and up. Find one nice big stretch through center here. Stretch nice and long towards the ceiling, fingertips up as high as they can go. Next exhale brings that right hand or that right elbow down to the mat. Left arm up over top. And then our inhale is pulling us through center. Same thing, second direction. Hand or the elbow can come down. Nice big stretch. And then go ahead and move a few times at your own pace. So those inhales pulling you through center. Exhales in either direction. Feel free to move a little faster or slower, or as always, to find that little bit of a hold if it feels good. Go ahead and find one more time in each direction. As always, feel free to even up if you need that third change of direction. After that second side, that final time, that inhale pulls us back nice and long to center, and then that exhale circles those arms down and around. Alrighty, we're gonna finish off our warm up from hands and knees. So go ahead and make your way over there. When you get there, knees are right underneath the hips, wrists are right underneath the shoulders, and we're gonna go right into our cat and cow for a couple of rounds, a couple of nice deep breaths. As you inhale, pressing the belly towards the floor, lifting the hips and the chin if it feels good. And as you exhale, rounding the spine up towards the ceiling, tucking those hips and that chin underneath. Just a few times in each direction here. Nice deep breaths. Excellent. From here, we're going to take it right into our child's pose to Cobra. So our exhale presses those hips backwards towards that child's pose, a little stretch of the chest and the shoulders. Our inhale presses the hips forward. As always, you can start off with that Cobra or that baby Cobra if it feels good. Once again, just a few times each direction here. Getting the spine moving in our kind of different range of motion. Getting the shoulders and hips a little bit warmed up and ready to move. Fabulous. Go ahead one more time in each direction. And we'll meet in that Cobra. Bringing it from our Cobra to a little lower body stretch in our downward facing dog. So go ahead and curl those toes under, activate the core, press those hips up and back. Be gentle with yourself in this first inversion, in this first lower body stretch. Feel free to have a gentle bend in the knees. Maybe you pedal out the heels. If this inversion doesn't feel super great, you can lift the head a little bit. If it does feel good, maybe you relax the head and the neck. And slowly shake your head in a yes or no range of motion. All right, from here, we're gonna take it to our forward fold. So go ahead and walk those feet forward to meet the hands at the top of our mat. When you're ready, transferring your weight onto those feet. Once again, another inversion, another lower body stretch. So feel free to have that gentle bend in the knees. Maybe you alternate lengthening one leg all the way and then the other. Maybe you swing just a little bit side to side. Hitting the spine one more time. Fabulous. Bringing it back to center. That next inhale is going to roll us up to our mountain pose. And then when you get to the top, go ahead and take those arms up overhead. One more big stretch along the way from center. And then our exhale is going to circle those arms down and around. Alrighty, fabulous. If there's any final range of motion, we'll feel good. Feel free to find that. Grab a sip of your beverage if you'd like, and then we'll meet in that mountain pose at the top of our mat and get going with our flow. Like I said, we're doing kind of sets of 3 today, so anything that we're moving in will have 3 reps. We are going to take it nice and slow, especially that first time through while I kind of explain. But all the way through, even as we speed it up, I wanted to be mindful, a little bit of core work, a little bit of lower body work. It was a good, tough class this morning, so I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Finding our mountain pose with those feet either right underneath the hips or at a place that serves you best. We will go into our chair. So if you're someone who likes the feet a little narrower for your chair, feel free to set them up right wherever you'd like them to be there. We're going to find 2 nice deep breaths. The first one leading with the arms. The second one will take us into our forward fold. So our next inhale takes us out and up. Nice big stretch long away from center. And then our exhale just circles those arms down and around. Second one, our inhale takes us up. Our exhale is going to bring us into our forward fold. Fingertips coming down towards the toes, finding that nice stretch through the backs of the legs once again. When you get to the bottom, our next inhale takes us to a halfway lift. Flat back, long spine, activate the core. Exhale folds us forward. Like I said, we're going into our chair. We're taking it there next. So your inhale sweeps those arms up, sinks those hips back, nice bend in those knees. When you're in this position, as always, if you want, you can bring those arms up to surround the ears, but not at the sacrifice of our lower back. So if bringing them up a little further makes your lower back round out, keep it nice and flat. Fabulous work, guys. Next exhale folds us forward once again. Lengthen the arms and the legs, fingertips towards the toes. From here, we're going to take it back into our crescent lunge. Right leg is going to step back nice and long, toes down, heel up, pinch your balance, sweep the arms up into that crescent lunge. Finding that nice bend through that left knee. The right leg can be long, but if your hip flexors are a little tight, feel free to have an okay bend in that knee. We're going to find 3 pulses. Our inhale is going to lengthen that left leg. Our exhale is going to sink down into that nice lunge. 2 more just like that. Our inhale lengthens. Our exhale lowers. 4 more time. Inhale lengthens. Exhale lowers. Next one that we've got is going to be our knee to chest, our knee repeater. We're going to take our weight onto our left foot. Our right knee is going to come in as our elbows come in towards center. Little balance, little pause, and then extend back out. For more challenge, you can float those toes, but you can always tap them down and find that balance. 2 more. Pulling it in towards center, little balance, and then extending back out. And then 1 more time. Pulling in towards center, and then extending back out. Finding that crescent lunge again, that long spine, that bend in that left knee, that long right leg. Let's fold it forward. Fingertips come down to surround that left foot. We're going to take it back through our downward facing dog. So taking that left foot back to meet the right. And then from there, we'll take it up to our 3-legged dog. So left foot up and back, nice and long, little stretch. From here, we've got our 3 half mountain climbers. So shoulders shift over wrists. Left knee comes towards those elbows, and then our inhale presses us up back. Sets of 3, so we've got 2 more. Shoulders over wrists, knee towards the elbows, little pause in that plank, and then press up and back 1 more time. Shoulders over wrists, knee towards the elbows, and then up and back. From here, we're taking it into our half pigeon. Bend that right knee, sweep that left leg underneath, place the shin down on the mat, sink those hips down top of that right foot knee. We've got a couple breaths here, so feel free to sink into it. Feel free to find that quad stretch, that right toes. Those right toes can point up towards the ceiling. Find that bend in the knees, wherever you need to be here. 2 more nice deep breaths. Fabulous. Go ahead and bring it back to those palms, back to center. If you found that quad stretch, release those right toes back to the mat. We're going to put our weight onto our left hip and then bring our legs to a 90-90 position. So I've got my right foot tucked in by my side. My left leg is still in front, kind of where it was for that pigeon. We're going to find our mermaid stretch, our lateral stretch once in each direction. Left hand or elbow is going to come down towards that mat or the floor. Right arm's going to come up over top, just like our warm-up lateral stretch. Our inhale brings us through center, and then our right hand comes down and our left arm comes up over top. A little bit different of a stretch, still intense. Inhale pulls us back to center. Exhale is going to circle the arms down and around. All right, our final thing before we take it back up is going to be 3 roll-ups. So I want you to bring those feet around, bend the knees, plant the feet. Inhale finds our long spine, our long arms. Our exhale takes it nice and slow as we roll down to the mat. When you get to the mat, that inhale takes those arms up overhead, that long spine, and our exhale rolls us up, using as little momentum as you can to come up off that mat. So feel free to use the arms if you need it, or not if you don't. 2 more just like that. Exhale rolls us down. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale rolls us up. Inhale to our long spine. Exhale rolls us down. And our exhale rolls us up back to that seated position. Go ahead and release those arms down to your sides. We're taking it back through that mermaid position. So 90-90 is going to bring us over to our pigeon, sending that right foot back long, bringing it up and over onto that left shin, planting those hands. We're taking it right back up. So we've got our three-legged dog to half mountain climber 3 more times. Sending those hips up as we send that left foot up and back, nice stretch, and then shoulders over wrists, knee towards the elbows for 1, 2, and 3. When you finish it off, we've got that three-legged dog, which is going to take us to our crescent lunge. Bend the right knee, sweep the left leg forward, plant it down. When you find your balance, sweep those arms up. 3 of those knee repeaters, that knee towards the chest when you get there, balancing on that left leg, pulling that right knee and those elbows in, and then extending back out. 2 more. In towards center and back out, and then last one. In towards center and back out. When you finish that last one, finding that long torso once again, and then we've got those 3 pulses. Inhale, lengthens that left leg. Exhale, sinks us down into that nice deep lunge. 2 more. Inhale, lengthens that left leg. Exhale, sinks down into it. Last one. Inhale, lengthens. Exhale, pulls us down into it. Fabulous. We're going to fold it forward. Fingertips come towards those toes. They surround those toes. Right foot is going to come forward to meet the left. Forward fold. We're going to finish off the way we started with our chair. Our inhale sweeps the arms up, sinks the hips back. Fabulous. Next inhale stands us up tall. Exhale circles the arms down and around. All right, we've got to hit that other side. Let's keep it moving. Inhale takes us up. Exhale folds us forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale to that forward fold. Back to that chair, sweep the arms up, sink the hips back. Nice bend in those knees, starting by activating those quads. Lots of quad work today. Fabulous. Next exhale folds us forward, hips come up. This time our left leg steps back instead. So we're taking it to that crescent lunge, toes down, heels up. Sweep those arms up, find your balance. First, we've got that lengthen and lower. Our inhale lengthens that right leg. Our exhale sinks down into it. For 1, inhale lengthens, exhale lowers for 2, inhale lengthens, and exhale lowers for 3. Fabulous. After that, knee repeaters. Weight onto our right leg, bringing it in towards center. Exhale, inhale lengthens. 2 more, just like that. Trying to find your balance. So taking this one with still a lot of control if you can. When you finish that last one, I want you to find that long torso again. Fingertips up towards the ceiling, crescent lunge. Fabulous. Let's fold it forward. Fingertips come down to the mat. Right leg through our downward facing dog and then to our 3-legged dog. So back to meet the left and then up and back. Here come those 3 half mountain climbers, shoulders over wrists, knee towards the elbows. For 1, 2, and 3. Back to that 3-legged dog, which takes us to our half pigeon. Bend the left knee, take that right shin underneath, place it down onto the mat, sink into those hips, top of that left foot meets. Same couple of options. We'll spend a couple breaths here. You can keep it at those palms. You can bring it down. If you'd like that left quad stretch, those toes can come up. That left hand can come around to meet. Next inhale brings us back up to those palms. Fabulous. We're going to take our weight this time onto our right hip. Circle it to that 90-90. We've got that lateral stretch once in each direction. Right hand and or elbow comes down to the mat. Left arm comes up over top. Inhale pulls us up through center. Exhale, left hand comes down. Right arm comes up over top. Different stretch. Inhale through center. Exhale circles the arms down and around. All right, go ahead, bring those legs around. We've got those roll-ups. You can keep the knees bent and the feet planted, or for a little more challenge, you can take them out long. Either way, our inhale finds our long spine. Our exhale rolls us down onto the mat. Inhale, arms come up overhead. And our exhale takes us back up again. Use as little momentum as you can to come up off the mat. However much you need is fabulous, but trying to keep it at that minimum. 2 more times, just like that. Keep it moving. Looking good, you guys. Looking good. When you finish that third one, those arms can release, and we'll take it back to our 90 minutes. When you do come back to it, that right leg is folded in front, that left leg is over to the left side, and then we're coming all the way around to our half pigeon. So transferring our weight onto that right shin, taking that left leg back, plant those hands. We're gonna take it up to our 3-legged dog with that right foot. So curling the left toes under, lifting the knee, send the hips up, right foot up and back. 3-legged dog, here comes that half mountain climber. We've got 3 of them. Keep it moving at your own pace. A little pause in that plank position with the knee towards the elbows. Fabulous work, fabulous work. Keep breathing. When you finish that third one, 3-legged dog, and then we bend that left knee, sweep that right leg forward, plant it down. We're taking it back to our crescent, sweeping the arms up. Our first thing is that knee repeater. So we're taking our weight onto that right leg. That left knee comes in towards the chest, and then we extend back out. Twice more, just like that. Keeping it going, trying to find that little bit of balance. So we're working the core, but we're also trying to take our weight onto that single leg. When you finish that third one, long torso. Excellent. We've got that lengthen and lower. Our inhale lengthens that right leg. Our exhale bends that knee into that lunge. Inhale lengthens. Exhale lowers. One more time. Inhale lengthens. And exhale lowers. Fabulous. We're back in that crescent lunge. From here, we're going to fold it forward. Fingertips come down towards the mat. Left leg steps forward to meet the right. Forward fold. We're finishing out this second round with our chair. Once again, our inhale sweeps the arms up, sinks the hips back. Nice. Keep it right here. Can you get another ½ centimeter lower? Excellent. Next inhale stands us up tall. Exhale, circle the arms down, round. Fabulous. Take a moment, shake it up, grab a sip. Then we'll come back to it and get going again. Good timing. All right, all right. Okay, you guys, so we're keeping it moving. Go ahead and meet me back at the top of your mat when you finish your sip. We're going to start off with those 2 nice deep breaths once again. Again, we will come into that chair pose, so feel free to have the feet in a place that works for our chair pose. Inhale is going to sweep those arms out and up. That first exhale is just going to circle the arms down. This one to our fold. Inhale takes us up. Exhale folds it forward, fingertips towards the toes. Nice little stretch through the back of the legs. They're getting a lot of work tonight. Nice. Let's take it into our halfway lift. Flat back, long spine. Exhale folds us forward. Here comes that chair. Sweep the arms up, sink the hips back. Nice. So once again, making sure we've got that nice long spine, those nice long arms. You've got 2 options to transition to our crescent lunge. You can fold it forward and use those fingertips for support, or you can keep those knees bent, lift that right leg, and step it back nice and long. Either way, right leg goes back, toes meet the mat, heel stays up, find your balance. Those arms are up nice and long. Here we go. We've got those 3 pulses. Our inhale lengthens that left leg. Our exhale bends into that knee. There's 1. We've got 2 more, keeping it going. Inhale lengthens. Exhale lowers. Last one. Inhale lengthens. Exhale lowers. Nice. We're back in that crescent lunge. Here come those 3 repeaters. Weight onto that left leg. That right knee comes in towards the chest. Elbows come in, little balance, and extends back out. 3. Once again, we've got 2 more. When you finish that third one, taking it back to that crescent lunge with that nice long torso, toe down, heel up. Excellent. Let's give that quad a little break. Fold it forward. You can go through that downward facing dog or directly to your 3-legged dog. Left foot's going to go up and back, little stretch. Here come those half mountain climbers, shoulders over wrists, knee towards the elbows. For 1, 2, Nice, and that third one takes us back into that three-legged dog when you finish it out. And then here comes that pigeon. Bend the right knee, sweep that left leg under, shin meets that mat, top of that right foot meets the mat. Got a couple breaths here, a little break. Feel free to bring it down to the elbows or find that quad stretch. Excellent. All right, bring it back to center, finding those palms, releasing those right toes if you curled them up. Nice. All right, we're taking our weight to our left hip. We're bringing it over to our 90-90. Right leg is to our side, left leg is in front, left hand and or elbow, we're going to come down. Right arm comes up over top, nice big stretch. Inhale, pulls us through center. Right hand's going to come down, left arm's going to come up over top. Inhale, pulls us up to center. Exhale, circles the arms down and around. All right, nice. Let's take it over to those roll-ups, bringing both feet around in front. Again, knees can be bent, feet can be planted. For more challenge, you can take them out nice and long. Inhale to your long spine. Exhale, rolls us down, nice and controlled. Fabulous. We've got 3 of these. I invite you to go ahead and move at your own pace, using those inhales and exhales. And as always, as much or little momentum as you need to bring it up off of the mat. 2 more. Nice. When you finish that third, we're back in that seated position, releasing those arms down to your sides. And then we're going to bring it back to that 90-90. So our left leg is going to be in front, right leg around to our side, which takes us back to that pigeon. Rolling onto the shin, right leg extends back, curl the right toe under, send those hips up, three-legged dog, left foot goes up and back. 3 more of those half mountain climbers. Let's keep it going. Shoulders over wrists towards the elbows. Inhale, extend. 2 more. Keeping it moving. Like I said, as we speed up, still keeping that good form when you finish that third one. 3-legged dog takes us back to that crescent lunge, bending that right knee, sweeping that left leg forward. Plant it down, nice bend in that knee. Inhale, sweeps us up. We're going back to those knee repeaters. Weight onto that left leg. Right knee comes in towards the chest, and then we extend back out. We've got 3. Keep it going, keep it going. Pulling it in towards center, extending back out. Fabulous. When you finish those 3, find that long torso. Find that bend in that left knee. All right, we've got that lengthen and lower. Our inhale lengthens that left leg. Our exhale bends that knee. Inhale lengthens. Exhale bends the knee. One more time. Inhale lengthens. Exhale bends that knee. Fabulous work, fabulous work. Keep that bend in that knee, a little more work for those quads. Let's fold it forward, fingertips towards the mat. Right foot comes forward to meet the left, forward fold. Bring it to that chair for me. Inhale, sweeps the arms up, sinks the hips back. Excellent. Keeping those quads working. Lots of lower body today. One more exhale. Can you get a little deeper? Inhale stands us up. Exhale, squeeze the arms down and around. Fabulous work. Feel free to shake it out. Take a second. Whew. All right, you guys. Heading towards that second side. Once again, starting off this second side with our 2 nice deep breaths. First one just leads with those arms. Inhale takes us up. Exhale just circles the arms down. Inhale takes us up. On this one, we find that forward fold with our exhale, fingertips towards the toes. Nice little stretch. Go ahead and take that halfway lift. Next inhale, find that flat back, that long spine. Exhale, fold this forward. Here comes that chair. Sweep the arms up, sink the hips back. Fabulous. Nice little bend in those knees. Same 2 options as before. You can fold it forward and use those fingertips for a little support, or you can just take that left leg, slide back, toes down, heel up, nice long torso. Excellent. We've got those 3 lengthen and lowers. Here we go. Inhale, lengthens that right leg. Exhale, bends into it. 2 more. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bend into it. Inhale, lengthens. And exhale into that crescent lunge. Fabulous work. Here comes that balance. We've got that knee repeater. Weight onto our right leg. Left knee comes in towards the chest. And we extend back out. 2 more, just like that. Find your balance. Use your core. So not doing this super quick. You want to work on that balance on that right leg when you finish that third one. Toe down, heel up. Bend in that right knee. Let's give that leg a little break. Fold it forward. Fingertips to the mat. Right leg, 3-legged dog. Press it up and back. Here come those half mountain climbers. Shoulders over wrists, knee towards those elbows. Inhale, extends. 2 more. Keep it going, looking good, you guys. After that third one, 3-legged dog takes us to our pigeon. Bend that left knee, sweep that shin underneath, place it down under those hips. Top of that left foot meets. We've got a couple of breaths here. Feel free to bring it down. Feel free to find that quad stretch wherever you need to be. Nice. One. All right, fabulous. Taking our weight over onto that right hip, 90-90. Right arm and possibly, or right palm and possibly elbow comes down. Left arm comes up over top. Nice big stretch through center. Second side, left hand comes down, right arm comes up. Inhale comes to center. Exhale, circle the arms down around. Last set of those roll ups, bringing those feet around to the front. Same thing, you can bend the knees, plant the feet, or you can take them out long. Either one is fabulous. Inhale to your long spine. Exhale, rolls us down. Same as before, go ahead and take these 3 at your own pace. Inhale, always to that long spine. Exhale to that change of positioning. Nice, trying to use your core to lift and lower rather than just the momentum of the arms. Excellent, excellent. I've got one more. When you finish that third, we're taking it back up to that nice long spine at the top. And then those arms can come down. All right leg comes in front, left leg's gonna get sent out behind. We've got that pigeon. Curling those left toes under, that right foot goes up and back, 3-legged dog. Here we go, half mountain climber. Shoulders over wrists, knee towards the elbows. Inhale, extend up. 2 more. And that third fabulous work. 3-legged dog takes us to our crescent lunge. Bending the left knee, sweeping the right leg forward, plant that foot down, find your balance, sweep the arms up. All right, knee repeaters first. Taking our weight onto our right foot, knee towards the elbows, and then we extend back out. 2 more just like that. We're almost there, you guys. Got just a few more minutes here. When you finish that third one, find that long torso once again. Find that crescent lunge. Nice bend in that right knee. Lengthen and lower. Here we go. 3. Inhale, lengthens. Exhale, bends that knee. Inhale, lengthens. Exhale, bends into it. Last one. Inhale, lengthens. Exhale, bends into it. Find that nice bend in that right knee, that long left leg. Excellent. Let's give it a little break. Fold it forward. Step the left forward to meet the right. Nice. Let's take it to our chair. Final time here. Excellent, excellent. Can you give me a little deeper, just an extra centimeter? Nice. Next inhale stands us up tall. Exhale circles those arms down and around. Fabulous work. Okay, we've got just about 3 minutes left, so we're just going to finish off with just a few stretches. Just a few stretches. All right. Top of our mat finds that big inhale to take those arms out and up. Our exhale is going to fold us forward, fingertips towards the toes. Let's take one halfway lift here. Flat back, long spine. And then fold it forward. This time we're going to step that right foot back nice and long, and then that knee is going to meet the mat. Top of the foot meets the mat. We've got our hip flexor stretch. Exhale presses those hips forward. Inhale, presses them back to our hamstring stretch. Lengthen that front leg, lift those toes, hinge forward the hips. Nice. Exhale, presses us back just to that lunge. We're gonna do a spinal twist. I want you to sweep those arms up. We're gonna take our right arm forward and our left arm back just into a spinal twist here. So we're facing that front leg. Nice. Go ahead and bring those arms back to center. Fold it forward. You've got two options to change knees. You can take it through downward facing dog, or you can just circle that left knee around and then step that opposite leg forward. So right leg comes forward. Either option's great. Either way, that left knee meets the mat. Exhale, presses the hips forward. Inhale, presses the hips backwards, lengthens that front leg. Lift those toes. Exhale, presses us forward once again. All right, let's sweep those arms up. We've got our spinal twist. We're going to twist towards that front leg. So left arm comes forward, right arm comes back. Nice. Inhale takes us back up to those long arms. Go ahead, fold it forward. Plant those hands. Curl the left toe under. Lift the knee. Right foot goes back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Nice and slow. Trying to keep those legs long. Let's walk those feet forward to meet those hands. Next inhale rolls us up nice and slow to our extended mountain. When you reach that long spine, those arms come up overhead. Exhale circles the arms down and around. We're going to finish with one more nice deep breath. Palms meet up overhead. Inhale takes us up. Palms meet. Exhale pulls the hands down to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday, great rest of your week. The light in me honors the light in you. Bowing as we say, namaste. Whew. All right. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for being here.